So why are Venezuelans so elated to see Maduro in handcuffs? Let's harken back to how its citizens became so desperate that they resorted to eating zoo animals. I'm not kidding. It starts with one simple word: socialism. In the 1950s, Venezuela was the wealthiest nation in South America. Now, that's partially due to Europe's manufacturing industry was just in shambles after World War II, but mostly because they were sitting on a gold mine. Well, black gold to be precise. Venezuela has the largest oil reserves on planet Earth, 300 billion barrels of crude oil. Times were rolling. The economy was flourishing. Now, fast forward to 1999, Hugo Chavez has just won the election by promising to share the country's oil profits with its citizens. Hugo Chavez was a socialist and protege to communist dictator Fidel Castro of Cuba. So Chavez takes power, and one of his first acts as president is to nationalize the oil industry. He also nationalized other sectors of the economy, but for now let's just focus on the petro industry. Chavez, being very anti-American, also demanded that the multinational oil companies who were operating in Venezuela must now pay extortion money to the government. So naturally, gas companies like Shell, Chevron, and BP fled the country. Chavez turned to the nation's state-owned oil company, PDVSA, and just like every single government-controlled enterprise in history, it failed. Quality went down, profits hit rock bottom, and a country that once exported 3.5 million barrels of oil daily in 1973 now distributes less than 600,000. Now, Venezuela was heavily reliant on its oil industry. Even today, the nation still hasn't diversified its economy. Oil and petroleum account for 95% of its export revenue. Chavez, promising massive socialist handouts, drove the nation into debt, with volatile oil prices creating uncertainty. This is an economic theory called Dutch disease. Basically, when a country doesn't diversify their economy, they're reliant on one industry, and all other industries just become neglected. Now, Hugo Chavez, in 2013, made his greatest contribution to society. He died, and was replaced by his vice president, a man with less charisma but just as much of the socialism, Nicolas Maduro. Maduro was forced to address the nation's debt crisis, so he resorted to the dumbest option imaginable: printing money. And not only did he print money, he printed a shitload of money. By 2019, Venezuela hit a hyperinflation record of 63,000%, according to Statista. 63,000%. The bolivar is so depreciated that people use it to make paper mache. The paper itself is worth more than the currency. So now Maduro citizens are starving, the country is flat broke, except for himself. Like all good communists, he lives a very lavish lifestyle. Here he is sporting a $70,000 Rolex. Nice. Meanwhile,